can't win, I can't reign, I will never win this game without you, without you, without you, without you, without you. I am lost, I am vain, I will never be the same.
And the next couple, Rima and Lionel. Next couple, Clarissa and Clarence. Next, Clarence and Bunny.
I got you where I want you, and I'm never gonna let you get away from me. Ain't what I tell you.
Give it up for them! Woo!
Better start to face it. If you ever lose my love, you know you never can replace it. I think it's time for you to start giving me some loving, carrying a touch on you that's harder than an oven. It's time for you to give me a little touch of dawn, baby. Hold me.
Bridal party, please take your seats. Hi. Just a really quick announcement. No, this is not like the formal speech yet. No, not yet. Later. This, right? This one, right, the little box, there's a little candle in there. It's actually a floating candle. Okay, so when you go back or you just fill up some water and you light it up, then it will float in the water. So in your bathtub, just leave it there and it'll light it up. Okay, or you just add water in here and then just leave it floating and then light it up. Just to let you guys know. I was gonna print instructions, but I didn't have time to. Sorry about that. Oh yeah. Behind you is the Bayuh station. The first time we came to Bali together, the first meal we had was babi bagus. Okay, it's like a babi guling, it's like a suckling pig, and these guys are the absolute best. Every time we come back here, we definitely go to have a bit of it. Okay, so please, I really recommend that you guys try it out. All right. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, the first person who's going to speak, her name is Clarissa. She's one of my sister's very, very close friends. I think her best friend. And they've known each other since university. So if I could hand the mic over to Clarissa.
No, I'll just put the drinks here.
Okay, I need a drink.
Hi, thank you everyone for being a part of this very intimate celebration. The fact that we are all here today means that we are a very important part of their life. I'm Clarissa, Veena's best friend from our NUS days. And we formed an instant connection the moment we met when we were in SOCI class. The SOCI classes we took further suit the values and views that we have adopted for life. I think one of the most important values that we always believe in is the value of reciprocity. That if we do not count what we're given, appreciate what's given to us, and always reciprocate, after a while, we won't know who give how much. And you always give more. And our friendship grows with this. Our love for shopping is also a very important part of the memories that we always have. The amount of time we spend in Far East Plaza to choose a pair of shoes, drink Milo bubble tea, nice plate of chicken rice, and then we are so happy after that. and it's time for more shopping after this. Veena and Yuchen are both weird in their own ways, and they all have their little quirks and their idea that's not very mainstream. The fact that we're all here in this fabulous place, wonderful location, smell the breeze. It's a clear indication of the fabulous weirdness. And let us celebrate that these two have found something very special in one another. They and all of us are in for a lifetime of fun, parties, and wonderful memories like today. So let us all toast to the most insane, fun-loving couple of the day. Oh. I wish them ever happiness, a life of reciprocity, love, lots and lots of babies. 祝Yuchen和 Veena 早生贵子，夫妻恩恩爱爱，耶！ Toast the both of you. Aww.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Let's give another round of applause for Clarissa. Thanks, Claire. All right, next up, we have Clarence, Yuchen's very good friend. I haven't known Clarence for very long, but now that I know him, I think he and 2 weeks we've known each other. He's a very interesting guy, and I have to say, he and Yuchen, I can see why they're friends. They're both, what's the word? Okay, let me be diplomatic. Yeah, weird. All right, okay, let's give it up for Clarence.
Hey everyone. So I'm going to be very nice here, and I just want to say, doesn't Yuchen look great? So I've been his friend for almost 20 years now, and I just want to share with you his trade secret for looking so sharp at 36 is to look really terrible when you're 18. That's when I first knew him. We were in officer cadet school together. That's where we trained to be officers, believe it or not. He's one. And that's where we trained to be officers and gentlemen. But the first impression we had of this guy was in the lecture theatre in officer cadet school. And he was sitting there like that. We were all listening about military leadership, and he started to take off his boots. Like that. And we were wondering, what the heck is that smell? He did as he liked. And two of us turned out to be the two most punished cadets in our training course. That's where our friendship really hit it off. We spent many weekends together, marching up and down the hill, doing nothing. Veena, I've only known you much more recently, since 2014. And here's a little known fact about Yuchen and Veena. It's not on Facebook. So when they first started going out, Veena thought he was gay. Surprise, surprise. Too good. Apparently, he was very friendly and he had no nerves. So that's just the kind of guy Yuchen is, overconfident. The first time I saw them both together was in 2014 also. He had the audacity to try to impress her by entering a horse riding competition. So most of us will try to look good, dress up in gentlemanly clothes. This guy wore a pinstripe suit. He painted his face white, like the Nightmare from Christmas, you know that guy? Jack Skellington. And if you have this kind of attire, you better win the competition lah, right? You don't lose. On the first turn, he fell off his horse. So he didn't injure himself. But just bruised his ego, and the fact that Veena after that could accept this weirdo walking around with a white face, in a pinstripe suit, having lunch with him, I knew that she was ready to take on all the stuff that he can throw at her for the rest of their life. So here's a toast to Veena. You have just married one of the most original people I know, and to Yuchen, you have found the only person that's gonna stay with you. The only person that's gonna accept you in this world. The only person. So I already know we did a yam sing earlier today, but there's always space for more yam sings. Our first toast should be for this fairy tale wedding that we've just experienced here. Wow, this is like every girl's dream to have this perfect wedding. Everything has been perfect so far. That was a bit premature. The second one will last longer, I hope, and not be premature. Second toast is for the two wonderful families that have been united by these two wonderful people. Not just this evening, but as far back as the Singapore wedding and even then, even the ROM. Yeah! And the last one is for Veena and Yuchen, of course. They have promised each other, not less in Sanskrit this afternoon, that they will stay with each other for the rest of their lives. So please, you better do that. Yeah!
Okay, thank you very much, Clarence. All right, next up, the couple is going to say a few words. So I'm going to hand the mic over to my sister, who's the boss.
Okay.
The boss
Hi.
first.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I think it's kind of standard to say thank you, but I wanted to say that to me, it's one of the most special experiences in life to love someone and to be loved in return. And I don't mean that only in the romantic sense, even though I've just married my best friend in the world, which is wonderful, but also the love that is in friendships and in the formation of new families. Because today is also a fruition of all the friendships we've had over the years, those who are here and not here, their well-wishers and their warmth have really, really carried us through and made this wedding possible. Clarence said this was a fairy tale wedding, and I think one of the reasons was because among most of our friends, we were the last to get married. and at this point, we've been through so many weddings that I think we learned along the way. Yeah, and also we had a lot of help and advice from all our friends who were like, do this and do that, and that's going to fail. So thank you so much, everyone. We're so grateful to you. And I really want to say a big thank you to all my friends who traveled all the way from Mexico, from New York, Louisiana, LA, Washington. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming. It means the world to me that you're here. And okay, I'm going to choke up, so I'm going to stop that right now. And also not forgetting my wonderful, wonderful friends from Singapore, my bridal party, who were there with me, thick and thin. I mean, they were at my beck and call when I went total bridezilla on them, and still look me in the eye and say I love you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you.
I'm actually a bit of loss of words. I think this is a fairy tale wedding, and largely because not because of this guy here. This guy just wears stuff, everything, all the chandeliers, all the flowers, everything that you see here that made this place so magical. It's all because of her. I I have a confession to make. I was a fool at the start of this wedding planning. She was saying like, oh, I want these flowers and this flowers. It's like, nah, come on. This is like, we can do less flowers here. It's like, whoever argues with the bride to about flowers, this fool here. I learned quickly enough, after having a few sessions with my brothers here, and it's like they just like looked at me like, you stupid or what? What are you doing? It's like, oh yeah. and of course I stopped, and it turned out wonderful. This the chandeliers. We were fighting about chandeliers. I thought like, no, just lights will do, but no, they're amazing, babe. Thank you so much. I love it so much. Yeah, and I must say, she has made me. She's really changed me. She made me a much better person. As you know, I've always been like this crazy, slightly irresponsible person. Not just slightly, just slightly. But I mean, with her around, I realized that, hey, you gotta man up. You gotta be a lot more responsible for the things, because they're important in life. That I realized, and when I realized that there's something, hey, this is actually important, this is actually wonderful, and I will fight, I will defend it, and I guess I grew up then, and grew up enough to get to marry this wonderful bride. Yeah. And not forgetting everyone here, thank you so much, all my friends, I was like, coming all the way here to Bali, I know this cost you guys a pretty penny, I'm like, and you guys were like, tortured in the hot sun in the morning, I'm so sorry about that. We were in the shade, so we were like, oh yeah, it's fine, nice breeze and all, yeah, so I do apologize for that, and again, thank you all so much for being here, and to my families, my mom and my new mom, thank you so much. My parents, ma and pa, raising me up for the weird person that I am, but becoming more. Oh, mama, my mom, okay, my dad over there, and my new mom. Where's my new mommy? It's just wonderful. All this whole thing is everything is so wonderful. I'm the happiest I've been in my life, and so thank you all. Thank you all of you. Thank you so much. Oh wait, one more thing. I think there are two especially important people tonight who've been keeping us sane and helping us.
Who have actually been running the show, besides our wonderful wedding planner, Henny. They are our younger siblings, Ikai and Vani, who basically have beaten us to following the timeline, making sure we're on time. We are very grateful that we have such efficient siblings who are much better than us at everything. And who somehow made this much more wonderful than I think we could ever have done ourselves. Yeah, because we're airy-fairy, like weird people. Yeah, and they tolerated our Bridezilla and Groupzilla tendencies. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Actually, one more person I think we both would like to thank so much is Henny over there. She's over there. She's been the most wonderful person ever. She organized everything. Everything was spot down. She's so great. I mean, thank you, Henny. Thank you so much for this. And I petered out. I mean, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I think without further ado, we're going to start with the dancing shortly. So hopefully we see all of you on the dance floor. Yeah. And you guys bring it. Yeah.
Announcement or coup d'etat?
Not yet. Okay, so cheers to you, everyone.
She gotta shake a little something, ooh. Throwing that thing from left, right, side to side. She gotta have her own money, oh yeah. Shout out to the girls that pay rent on time. If you ain't here to party, take your ass back
showing us proof that he cut the cake. Well done, YC. Good job.
Thanks, then maybe you can get the professionals to cut the cake now.
Yeah, sorry, it's official. We're the worst cake cutters ever.
Ever.
It's supposed to be really pretty inside, but now you can taste it and see.
Oh, God.
And lemon. We forgot this part. Now we go to the more exciting part. Feel free to laugh. We rehearsed this like 5 times,
Yeah.
but yeah, should be fun.
Yeah, we have a dance for you guys.
Yes, and I hope since we have set the example and like just throw away our egos, you guys will join us after a while. Yeah. All right. Without further ado.
नस नस में अब ये जग गया लहू मुलक गया लबों के छूने से ख्वाबों के कोने से लबों के छूने से ख्वाबों के कोने से बच के सबसे लब ये रग से रग गया मुलक गया लहू मुलक गया लड़कों के दिलों में तू आग लगा दे बेबी फायर नकली से नखरे तू करे जब देखे हमें झूठी लायर काला काला चश्मा जचता तेरे मुखड़े पे जैसे काला दिल जचता है तेरे चिन पे अपनी अदाओं से ज्यादा नहीं तो 10-12 लड़के तो मार ही देती होगी तू दिन में
तुझे जैसे 36 फिरते हैं मेरे वर्गी और न होनी वे वर्गी और न होनी वर्गी और न होनी तू मुंडा बिल्कुल देसी है मैं कटरी ना तो सोनी वे मैं फेड अप हो गई हूं मुंडिया मैं फेड अप हो गई हूं मुंडिया सुन सुन के तेरे दुखने वे मैनू काला चश्मा ओ मैनू काला 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 ओ मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा ए गोरे मुखड़े ते मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा ए गोरे मुखड़े ते जचदा ए गोरे मुखड़े ते
सड़कों पे चले जब लड़कों के दिलों में तू आग लगा दे बेबी फायर नकली से न करे तू करे जब देखे हमें झूठी लायर मैनू काला चश्मा ओ मैनू काला काला चश्मा ए काला चश्मा ओ काला 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 काला
My bed and a pillow for my head. I got a pencil full of lead and some water for my throat. I got buttons for my coat and sails on my boat. So much more than I needed before. I got money in the meter and a turbo heater. Oh, and now it's getting on the road. It's only getting sweeter. I got legs on my chairs and a head for a hair. Bought it up on and some shoes in my feet. I got a shelf full of books and most of my teeth. Few pairs of socks and a door with a lock. I got food in my belly and a license for my telly. And nothing's gonna bring me down. I got a nice guitar and tires in my car. I got most of the means and scripts for the scenes. I'm out and about, so I'm in with a shout. I got a fair bit of chat, but better than that, food in my belly and a license for my teddy. And nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm gonna blow it out hard, man. Nothing's gonna bring me down, no. Boys, the best of all, I've got my baby. Oh, best of all, I've got my baby. She's mighty fine and says she's all mine, and nothing's gonna bring me down. No. Oh, best of all, I've got my baby. Oh, best of all, I've got my baby. She's mighty fine and says she's all mine, and nothing's gonna bring me down. Oh, she's mighty fine and says she's all mine, and nothing's gonna bring me down. She's mighty fine and says she's all mine, and nothing's gonna bring me down. What is it?
You don't get them girls loose, loose. You don't get the world loose, loose. You don't get money, Mr. Worldwide, but I do, I do. You don't get them girls loose, loose. You don't get the world loose, loose. You don't get money, oof, oof, but I do, I do.
I bet y'all having a good time out there.
Que no pare la fiesta, don't stop the party. Que no pare la fiesta, don't stop the party. I'm running through the world like a running back. Scarface world's mine running back. 30,000 people in here know me. 80,000 people in London, Wembley. 90,000 people in Morocco, and I'm just getting warmed up. Papo. Catch me with red one in Stockholm, Beirut Cafe, getting my drink on. While all the pretty women hit the hookah. All of them sweet, azúcar. Dale di fruta. They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party.
I bet y'all having a good time.